Is this thing on?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Let's get started!
I can't hear you.
Come on, let's go! Welcome to Singapore.
This is more than basketball.
This is everything.
Let's go! This is our house.
Singapore, we are here.
This is the Rising Star Invitational. This is the Rising Stars Invitational 2025.
Are you ready?
Everyone, and welcome to Day 5, Finals Day at the NBA Rising Stars Invitational from the Singapore Tennis Hub right here in the Lion City of Singapore. 2 finals on tap for you today. Starting with the ladies, that's what we're going to go with first. Anyang, Korea. Well, their high school will square off with Kyoto Seika from Japan. Both punched their tickets to the dance yesterday with the hard-fought Australian defeat. As we look at the arrivals, and here is Japan first off the bus. They got here about an hour and a half ago. Lots to do, lots to talk about. That long warm-up that they have to go through. We're watching that right now. So solemn faces once they get inside the building. All last before that because they want to come in and take care of business. Same thing with this marvelous Korean team that has shown so much spunk and character throughout this tournament. There they are coming into the building, and they are both ready to do business right now today. So everything to fight for in Klong Tennis Hub, Singapore NBA Rising Stars Invitational, Day 5. So happy that you could come and watch us today. Hope that wherever you are, or maybe if you're on your way here, you'll sit back and relax a couple of beautiful games, and it's been that way this tournament throughout the last 5 days. Let's take a look at the schedule as we watch the girls warm up still, as we look at what's going on. So as we said before, Anyang of Korea, they're squaring it off to Kyoto Seika School, and then on the boys' side, it's going to be Korea's Yongsung, and they will be going against a very, very good team, Singha, who outlasted that Berwick school yesterday in a very contentious game. We'll talk about that later, but that's the boys' final, and that will be later at 5:30. So everything to play for. We want to talk about these teams one by one, and go to my good friends Rashawn Reyes. After this, we'll look at the first Kyoto Seika Anyang girls' school from Korea. And I'm sorry, Rashawn, to keep calling you Ray. It's Rashawn Rai. I can hear you breathing hard into the camera. I've known you for years, and I still make that mistake. Okay, let's talk about the home team first, the Japan team, Kyoto Seika. What a job that they have done throughout this tournament. Rashawn, take it away.
Yeah, don't worry about the name, Chuck. Don't worry about it at all. It's all about the two teams out there. As we take a look at Kyoto Seika, the last time they were in action was in the semi-finals up against Tsinghua University High School. Given a bit of a fight in the first quarter, but they were just too good, too strong over the rest of the contest and pulled away a comfortable win in the end, 83-55. There's just so much talent on this roster here for Kyoto Seika, and we've seen evidence of that. We spoke on day one about the importance of having depth in the side, and you've got quality starters. As we have a look at the number 10, Mukuna, who's made such a huge impact in their run towards this final. Just have a look at those averages there, contributing in the offense and the defense as well. Big with picking up those rebounds, dominant in the paint at both ends of the court. And she's really athletic, yes, plays as a center, but she'll get herself up and down and provide a big contribution for the side. Pretty comfortable with those mid-range jumpers as well, if she needs to put a few of those away. And we are big fans of Hikari Yoshida, the number 7 for Kyoto Seika. She has been really exciting to watch, Chuck, hasn't she?
Certainly has, and she's got some running mates as well, but 12-point average, that doesn't tell the tale of the tape, really. She gets up and down the court. She plays great defense. She sees the whole court, very high basketball, intelligence, IQ, is able to distribute. A lot of times she's got Mukuna right beside her, but don't forget her running mates as well. Number 6, Serena Ishiwatari. Number 5, Yuka Kendatani. Number 9, Ayana Tani. And don't forget number 8, Mancho as well. Okay, let's check out the other team now. Oh, we've got an interview downstairs with Edward. He's at the sidelines. Let's go down to Edward. Edward, are you there?
Delighted to be joined by 2 times WNBA champion, just general basketballing legend, that is Lauren Jackson. Lauren, it's all come down to this, really. I mean, you've been in so many finals yourself. How will these 2 teams be feeling ahead of the big match?
Well, they're young, you know. I think they're probably both really nervous but excited, and yeah, I mean, what a great opportunity for them.
Unfortunately, no Australian teams in the final, but do you like the looks of these two? Do you feel like one might be the favourite?
I'm not sure. I know this South Korean team is playing such good basketball. Yesterday they were incredible, so I'm really excited to see the way that they play. I'm sure Japan is going to be incredible as well, but I think I'm going to cheer for these guys today because I'm really just impressed with the way that they played and their skill level, and yeah, how they're brilliant. It's very exciting for Asian basketball.
Absolutely. It's been a very exciting tournament as a whole. What have you made of the Rising Stars Invitational?
Well, it's another pathway to the elite, and I mean, it's providing an opportunity that a lot of these kids would not normally get. I mean, to be able to, you know, wear the NBA logo and play on a stage like this, it's just phenomenal, you know, and it's, I think it's going to give them that inspiration. You know, they need to take it to the next level, and yeah, it's exciting.
And do you think we will be seeing some of these girls? I mean, we call them girls, but of course they're so far in their kind of like youth careers already, playing at the top level one day?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely think so. Especially in these two teams, I have every thought that they'll be playing with their national teams.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing their future, but first of all, we look forward to seeing the final. Lauren Jackson, thank you so much for joining us.
Edward. Thank you very much, Edward. So let's go on to the Korean team now, and they have a fantastic defense. They shoot the ball from the long range. They run the court very well, and I wonder if they're going to be able to stop Japan from just running willy-nilly up and down the court, Rashawn.
Yeah, I mean, I think the strategies are going to be interesting here. On Young Girls High School, we know what their strengths are. Chuck, as you've alluded to, it's their quality from outside the arc, from beyond the arc, and we saw a lot of that in this tournament, especially in that game against Flinders College of Australia in their semi-final, 91-72 winners. There was great discipline on the defense as well, and that defensive work rate gave them that platform to go out and do some damage on the offense. Wonderful numbers in terms of their accuracy from beyond the arc and high volume shooting from distance. The number 7, we had a look at Yoshida, number 7 for Kyoto Seika. The number 7 for On Young Girls High School as well is a real talent. Lee Won-jung, 21 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game on average, 5 assists throughout this competition. And I mean, she's a real leader in this side, calls the plays for them, has got that ability to go on the dribble, drive, can go and score herself, otherwise drive and dish out onto her teammates outside the arc for those three-pointers. Huang, the number 11, she's great with her attempts at the triples.
Yeah, she does, and that's what they do well. They really victimized Flinders a lot the other day or yesterday from the three-point line. Huang was one of the main participants of that. They can load it up. You've got to stay on them. You have to put hands in their face or else they will crucify you day in and day out with the three-point plays. They can also go on inside, so all to look forward to. All right, we got another report from Edward down at the court side. Edward?
Things are heating up here courtside. We're just a few minutes to go until the girls' final. The seats are filling up, and there are some celebrities in the audience as well, including Jinny, K-pop and Korean actress superstar. Jinny, you've been here for the past few days. How have you enjoyed Singapore?
싱가포르에서 어땠는지 여쭤보시는 거죠? 네. 제가 싱가포르는 처음인데 NBA 경기를 보러 와서 너무 들뜬 마음에 왔거든요. 그래서 너무 지금 기쁘고요. 남은 경기도 즐겁게 보다가 가겠습니다.
So it's my first time in Singapore, and I really wanted to get that NBA experience, NBA authentic experience, and it's so great to have this opportunity to come to the Rising Stars Invitational to get this feeling in my skin.
Well, it's great to have you here with us. What have you made of the Rising Stars Invitational? How important is the tournament? How much fun have you had?
지금까지 라이징 스타즈 초청 대회를 오셨는데 뭐 즐기셨는지 또는 소감 한마디 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
진짜 너무 어메이징했고요. 각 팀마다 정말 농구에 진심인 게 느껴졌고 정말 열정적인 게 저희 관객들한테도 느껴져서 정말 파이팅했으면 좋겠습니다. 남은 경기도.
Well, firstly, I can just say it's absolutely amazing. I can really feel the energy in the stadium, and the heat from the players are transferred into the crowd. So I'm really excited for today's finals and hope the matchups will be great.
And of course, there is a Korean team in the finals, so we know who you'll be cheering for. Jinny, thank you so much for joining us here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
감사합니다.
And thank you very much, Edward, for that courtside interview. A lot of people starting to fill into this place. We were expecting a lot of a crowd today. Let's throw to NBA access.
Place in the final at stake.
Who's going to make big plays? Who are going to be the players that are stepping up when the pressure starts to rise?
Plenty to look forward to. It's semi-final Saturday. We're into the business end of it.
And this is the section where the cream of the crop now rises.
Game one of the semifinals, we have Korea and Australia. Very much looking forward to this matchup here today. You've got two teams that play a little bit differently, but in terms of their balance at the guard play, I think it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Here comes Iwon Jung out onto the side there for Cho for the triple. And Morpos again just struggling a little bit to find a range at the moment. No issues with the range, another.
When it gets to this stage, who's going to make big plays? Who are going to be the players that are stepping up when the game is on the line, when the pressure starts to rise? And that's really when you start to see a separator.
Oh, give away.
Given away. Dished back out again for the triple. All the time in the world.
It's going to be an interesting second half, but it's definitely high-quality basketball out there.
On the run.
Nash drives into the paint again, hooked it in.
Mid-range, easy pickings.
Korea was impressive, really dominant in terms of the way they controlled the game. They did a phenomenal job of sharing the basketball and taking care of the basketball. 30 assists on 34 made shots. That's an unheard of number. They were feeling it, they were confident. It was just honestly really beautiful basketball to watch.
And it's Onyang Girls High School pick up the big win into the final, 91-72.
대한민국에 자랑스럽게 여기를 오게 되었는데 또 파이널까지 가서 너무 기쁘고 대한민국인으로서 열심히 최선을 다해서 내일 좋은 모습 많이 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
Japan against Korea, big rivalry. Fukudai Ohori Trojans, as they're known, up against Yongsan High School. They're delivering already, just about 50 seconds into this.
Coming into the semi-final, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I mean, the teams are so evenly matched. It comes down to these really fine margins, living with that pressure of the occasion and the intensity. How much do these players want to progress towards the final and for that chance of glory?
Gets away there, Kwok gets away again.
Oh, beautiful, underneath.
A game of two halves. Japan were very good in the first two quarters. Korea were excellent in the next two. And they had it locked down in terms of their defense, which gave them the platform to go on and do some damage in the offensive side of the game as well.
Gets the blow by, but then oh, what a lead. Oh, knee for an athletic finish. As much as they can with four to shoot. Yongsan High School completes the semi-final bust.
It's big for Korea. I mean, I think to have a team in both the finals, you know, it says to the rest of the world essentially that Korean basketball is producing quality. Really sends a strong message that Korean basketball is doing well at the moment.
Well, terrific little snapshot from what happened yesterday in the semifinals, but everything is focused on today. The finals for this NBA Rising Stars Invitational 2025. That is a look at one of the trophies. There are two of them, one for the ladies, one for the men. All right, we're going to finish right now and go downstairs for the introductions. showcase the finest high school basketball talent in Asia in both boys and girls competitions.
What an opportunity this is for these young talents.
A tournament where you gave everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NBA Rising Stars Invitational.
And dared to dream big.
This was lovely. That's a great move. What a play.
Oh, nice job.
And now it's time to make history.
Wow, look at this. Oh my goodness. Kyoto, Seika, and Oyang in the final. Japan against Korea.
Let's get started.
Boys final for Tsinghua University High School up against Yongsan.
Rising Stars Invitational.
Who wants it? We're about to find out.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Kalan Tennis Hub. It's the finals for the girls division. This is the NBA Rising Stars Invitational. It's Kyoto Seika, Japan, taking on Anyang Girls High School of South Korea. Introducing first, Kyoto. Anyang Girls High School. Number 0, Cho Ying-kyung. Number 1, Cho Yun-ho. Number 2, Park Sean. Number 3, Kang Chu-ha. Number 6, Shin So-bin. Number 7, Lee Won-jung. Number 8, An Na-ryong. Number 10, Woo Young-hee. Number 11, Wang Yong-jung. And number 12, Kang Ri-won. Let's hear it one more time for Anyang Girls High School. Their head coach, Kim Hang-kyo. The officials of this match, crew chief Young Jung Wing. Umpire 1, Michelle Jen. Umpire 2, Lim Jian Wong.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful introductions. Lauren Jackson being a part of that, an integral part of that, actually. It is a pumped-up Japan team and Korean team as we get ready for the finals here. Sean Ryan, Chuck Schreiner, so happy that you could join us. What a monumental experience this is going to be for these young ladies, Sean. And as we get ready to start, you know, everybody's talk around the arenas. Well, which team is favored? That is immaterial. Everybody's a winner in this point of the tournament.
Exactly right. I mean, I think they're pretty evenly matched in some regards, and yes, Kyoto Seika have been very impressive. Perhaps overall they might just edge this slightly coming into it on paper. But as we say, very often it's all about what you can do out on the court. And we've seen some surprise results here and there, some big fighting performances from some teams that we would say were underdogs. And you know, I think we're going to get a great final here as well. There's got wonderful organization from both these teams, and there's great quality on both sides.
It has been a grind, 4 games in 5 days, but as they say, the grind is the glory.
Yeah.
And we're going to get some of that glory at the end of this game. One of these teams is going to walk away with the trophy. The other one is going to be happy. Doesn't matter, they are all winners. Everybody who's participated, this is all winners. Remember, the NBA comes to us the spirit of cooperation and understanding. I think we've had that in spades throughout this tournament. And this is a culmination of all these efforts for the girls. Korea in red, Japan in white, and just about ready to get underway. And my goodness, this place is filled up in a hurry, especially the seats at the courtside. Look at the starting lineups of Misago, Gucci, Kanatani, Ishiwatari, Yoshida, and Makuna. 2 ones to look out for Yoshida, Makuna on the other side of the ball. Choi, Chu, Kang, Lee, and Nana. Here we go, started off. Japan controlling the ball, rotate on that right-hand side. There's Yoshida, one we talked about. Good ball movement, bringing it up. Well, that has been identical. The first play is always going to her. Why not stop now?
I expect to see a lot of that from Makuna, as we mentioned in our preview of this match.
Makuna coming way out on the perimeter. Shot's going to be partially blocked, and right away Japan. See if they run again. They certainly do. Yoshida, just like she's always done, straight to the lane, up off the glass for 2.
Yeah, driving forward on the dribble, so confident with the ball. Great handling from Yoshida and speed as well. Really sets the tempo for this Kyoto Seika side.
Well, Korea will be not too plussed by that, but they're a very patient team. They run that half-court offense very well. Ball tipped back out, knocked away. Makuna making the error there, putting the ball high. Inside, getting behind Makuna, ball watching there. And that's what they do.
Yeah, good bit of movement from Choi on the blind side of Makuna. Wants to create that channel for the pass into her in the lane, and made no mistake, they're off the mark in Aonya.
Looking in, turn and fire down low, a quick foul. They're going to have a 3-second violation on number 10, Makuma.
Yeah, I think she's saying she wanted it perhaps into a little bit quicker, just got in there.
Yeah, the referees might have let that go a little bit early in the tournament, but this is for all the marbles here. They're not going to do any of that.
And again, another thing to sort of get adjusted to officiating in the final.
Trying to turn the corner, back out top. Stop the pop off the glass and in. Number 7, that girl we were talking about, Won Jung Lee, she's the captain. She's on the board. Give off to Yoshida, looking for space, baseline, she finds it. Wong right there. Rotation on that right-hand side, she loses out of bounds. First turnover of the game goes away to Korea. Band with the ball on the far sideline.
Now it's Cho Yeon-woo, just couldn't quite keep that in play, but have a look at Lee again, up against Yoshida. That's going to be fascinating to keep an eye on. Looked like there was a little bit of a touch there from Makuna fingertips, but it was enough from Lee Won-jung to get that in.
Yeah, that's why she put a little bit extra on it. She realized Makuna was coming out there, forget the finesse, bangs it off the glass for 2.
Makuna's off very early on. Kawel has come on.
Kanatani in the lane that time, creeping in. Korean offense is going to, or defense is going to have to come out a little bit sooner. That was Kong, number 3, lurking on the left side. Ball goes down into the paint. Off the mark. Rebound there by Mukuna. That's her second already.
Cowell, number 13, has come on for Mukuna. She's there, has picked up the rebound.
Off the dribble, taking it to the house. Good offensive board. 5-4, who's got it, will stay in the possession of Japan. Very aggressive Japan, as we see. That's nothing new.
Well, that's the great thing about what the coach Tsuneyoshi Yamamoto has. His 51st season as a head coach. He's got all this talent available to him. So if it's not quite working out with the starting 5, he can bring on someone like Cowell just to try and change things up. Although,
yeah, Mukuna rising up above the red shirts there. 2 attempts to get it done. She's going to the free throw line and trying to get the 2 that way. So as we said, number 15 entering the game for Japan, Cowell. They are just interchangeable, especially at that guard position. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls that they can rotate.
They've got 4 centers as well. We can look to try and change it up. Mukuna, one of them. Chidima, another. Cowell, as we're seeing. And then Aya Ishiwata, the number 12.
There's nothing doing on the free throws. Korea spreading out the offense. Looking for cutters around the screen. Comes Kong. Back outside. Calling for another screen. Accepted. Tried to go through. Good job on the interior there by Japan. They're going to be forced to jack on the long 3. Going to be off the mark. Right there to clean it up is Cowell. There's another foul. Japan again quickly getting down the court. And they'll do that. They'll force you to foul. Watch it again. Outlet pass. You've got 2 choices there. Let her score or stick a hand in. That's the girl they do not want to get in foul trouble, Won John Lee.
A change here, number 8 coming on, Kohako Manshu. And she's another top player in this side.
Yeah, she's one of those gang of guards that we were talking about that Japan has.
Bit of variation here from Yamamoto. With the guards that he's got on now, Yoshida and Mansho, both very capable of pushing forward at pace. And Mansho is really good with attempts from distance as well. Cowell on the inside.
Easy does it. Once they get that inbound pass, very, very difficult to deny these very, very tall Japanese interior players.
Looking at a 2-on-2 here. Cowell just in between Yoshida and Ishiwatari.
Wrong 3, that's what they can do. That's what they did to Flinders yesterday.
Well, look at the fast break shot.
Got behind the defense again. You cannot rest on your laurels. You've got to get back in position. They'll do that to you all day. Off the dribble, yes. From the right-hand side, sidestepping past the opponent. Good job there by Kong.
Nice floater there.
Oh, Mansho.
Trading baskets here at the moment. Both sides putting them down.
Trading punches. Kong running the offense right now. She cuts through. Long 3 is going to be short. Out of bounds it goes. Be Japan ball. It's going to be inbounded by number 6, Ishiwatari. Mukuna came out of the game. I don't know why. I know she got caught on that travel play. Perhaps she's being punished by the coach. I hope there's no medical issue. Another look at that 3 from Mansho on the other side. He's back to live action. Stop and pop. The elbow is good. Getting position. The way they can stop on a dime. Good movement by Korea on the offensive set. Now they spread it out. Here comes the screen from the top. Around that is Kong. It's a knocked off. On the run now is Japan. 4-on-2. Nice hands in there by number 11. And that was Huang.
Now that was disappointing from Onyang because Choi and Kang just getting their lines crossed there. They're looking for the screen and then she wasn't expecting it to come back her way.
So out of bounds play being orchestrated. Let's see if they try to go to Cowell again. Look at all the hands come up. No, they did not. They bring it out instead. Now they spread it. Yoshida around one screen, looking inside. She's nice through a foul. So forcing the action, that's what Yoshida does. When she can't get to the cup, more times than not, there's going to be a hand there, and she's going to go to the line anyway, or else they're going to get the foul, take it out.
Well, she's forcing defenders to commit in those situations. You've got to try and make a decision, let her get through, try and keep up with her, which is going to be really tough because of how quickly she moves. And she's always playing with her head up. She's always away. Even on the dribble, she knows exactly what's going on around her. Have a look at how she sets up.
Downstairs, trying to force the issue a little bit. The Korean girl goes down. 18-9. Choi rotating to Kong. Right side, stop and pop, partially blocked. Korean coach scolding her players right now.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck, there's nice flexibility, I think, with the defensive setup here from Kyoto Seika at the moment. You know, we saw 2-1-2, and they're quite happy to just change it up into a 3-2 at times, depending on what's required in that specific play.
Well, right now they're going to a matchup man-to-man. They showed it to 3 zone, and they popped out on that. So that's, yeah, and you're absolutely right. Japan very flexible on both their offensive and defensive sets. They'll show you one thing, and they'll quickly transition into something else. A little bit too ambitious on that lead pass. 3 white shirts in the era. The fast and furious action as we thought would happen. Good. Forcing the action again is Japan. Mancho looking inside. There she has it. Turns, fires, off the mark. Kong. Overload on the right-hand side. Then they dump it down. Ball in the hands of Park. Oh, just terrific defense by Japan. Just sealing off every lane. Forcing them to throw up a 3. That's not what they want. Usually when they take the 3s, it's by choice. Now it's by necessity.
Yeah, being forced into those situations because of the aggression and defense from Kyoto Seika.
Punched out of bounds. Yes, it'll be Korea ball. Great hands shown there by Lee. Punching the ball away. Last touch by Japan. So checking back into the game will be Sukuna. Checking out will be number 4, Sakaguchi, so they're going to go double post right now, a high-low. Coel on the high post now. Number 10, Makuna on the low post. Looking for the screen, it never arrived. Forced into a shot, she was looking for partners, but nobody there, so she had to freelance and take it herself. It worked out.
Again, we highlighted that Lee Won-jung has got that ability to take it on her own, and she's got a little bit of a height advantage coming up against Yoshida. Was trying to stick with her, but Lee Won-jung does have that little bit extra in terms of height, in terms of reach.
Swinging it up, off the miss by Coel is Makuna. She can do that with her eyes shut, and a takeaway. Here comes Yoshida. She's going to wait for troops this time. Good decision. Long 3. Yeah.
That's excellent from Yoshida. She thought about driving into the paint. She saw Lee Won-jung there. She knew, you know, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to try and get around Lee Won-jung. So I'm going to hold that, wait for that support to arrive. And it did. Great call. Wonderful box-balling IQ, I think, here from the number 7 of Kyoto Seika. She's been really impressive and probably the best point guard we've seen in the girls division.
Good idea anyway by Coel. So Coel following her shot, getting the easy one inside. Around the screen, long 3 being hoisted up. They're not falling for them like they were. And the reason for that is pressure. They're not used to this sort of pressure on the ball. Beautiful recognition there. No red shirts in the vicinity.
Well, look at the speed of the transitions. Wow, Kyoto Seika are really hurting on young girls here in this first quarter. Blowing past them, but the speed of play, just too good.
Yeah, she's the X factor. We said they can transition 4 different girls into that particular step, and almost throwing it away. So Lee with it, just past one defender, then runs into a brick wall in number 10, Makuna.
I mean, take your pick there. Got past Yoshida, and then Mukuna was there, but so was Kawel with the late reach. The block here denied.
And you can see coalescing on the ball. 1, 2, 3 white jerseys. So Anyang has not seen this so far in the tournament, certainly not with Flinders. Little jump step. Too late. 3 seconds, so it'll be Japan ball. So 27-11. Maybe we thought that, we talked to Lauren Jackson, you can see, yeah, she thought that Japan had a little bit of an advantage, but we never thought it'd be 16 points to the end of the first quarter. Korea has to keep their wits about them. Don't get rattled. Stick with your game plan, but they've got to do something to stop this dribble penetration. Stepped on the line, it'll be Korea ball.
Can't get close to Yoshida. That's the thing, that she just moves so quickly. You have a look at her footwork, and she's so comfortable with her handling as well.
But she just goes downhill from the time she gets the ball past half court. You've got to stop her before she gets to that point. Tap back out, right to the pass. On the floor now, good job by Korea, good hustle. Now they need to spread it a little bit. Huang, kick back outside. Back and forth. A little bit of defense by Japan.
Great defense. Just gonna highlight that again. Getting in their faces.
Forcing the three again. Korea has done very well for three-point shooting, but it's because it was there for them. Now they're being forced to take the three because there's no other option.
Well, they're blocking off the interior really well. No access into the paint for the most part. And they're saying to Anyang, if you want, go out beyond the arc, try and shoot from there, but we're still going to get players out to you, get our hands in your face and make it difficult.
Ishwatari goes to the bench.
1 of 7 from beyond the arc for Anyang girls.
Almost broken up. Smart decision there by Mukuna. Don't try and force it. That'll end it. Into the first quarter, 27-11, 16-point bulge from the girls from Japan. Kyoto Seika when we come back for second quarter action after this. Off the break, 27-11 in favor of Japan. That is Kyoto Seika over Korea. That's Anyang Girls High School. Chuck Schreiner and Rashawn Rai, so happy you can spend your Sunday afternoon with us. We've got a doubleheader for you, 2 finals to go. This one and a boys final. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but right now it's all girls. Look at that number 10, Lila Mukuna. She spent some time in the doghouse. I believe she was taken out and inserted. Instead was Coel. Now they were going with a double post system. Let's see if they stay with that. They do. So a little bit more height. Control the boards. Another 3 being jacked up there, and really they just are not going for Korea this quarter. Easily breaking that trap. Ball in the hands of Yoshida. Blazing pass to defenders. Downstairs. Easy does. Mukuna.
Yeah, again, that relationship between Yoshida and Mukuna has been a deadly one.
So again, trying to get something going on the offensive end. Partially blocked. Here they come again. They'll come at you in waves. It's a 4-on-3. Mukuna rotating to the basket. Can't get that one to fall. Last touch by Korea will stay in the hands of Japan, I think. So they are just, look how quick she gets. Just blasting past the defender. And has the princess to look inside. She knows exactly where Mukuna is going to be. They've been teammates for a while. No brainer. Mukuna can shoot from there. Well, there to clean it up.
Well, not winning anything with the rebounds, really. Anyang Girls High School, they're having issues with that. Incredibly tough because Kawel and Mukuna, as we said, really athletic as well. Then they don't shirk any of those defensive responsibilities that they have. Look again, look at the constant pressure on Anyang Girls, being rushed into these turnovers and being rushed into shots that they don't want to take. There's no control in the offensive game at the moment. That platform being built by the strong defense that Kyoto Seika have.
She was expecting for her teammate to break the other way. So Yoshida gives it up. She stands right there to get it right back. She wants the ball in her hands. Feeling very, very confident if they want. Look at that. And there to clean it up. It's Coel. Coel sticking with it. Can't get it, but should go to the line. That's the advantage of having a double post.
Yeah, I mean, she could have kept going there again, winning offensive rebound after rebound in that situation. She had a few bites of the cherry here. That's one, that's two, went up for the other. Probably would have gotten the rebound there as well if it wasn't called for a foul. Goes to the line, misses the first one, Cowell.
She's missed the previous two as well, so she's 0 for 3. Yeah, it didn't take long for Coach Yamamoto to ascertain what was going on there. If you put a double post into the game, Korea really doesn't have any height. So any misses there are likely to be cleaned up, and you're either going to get a situation like this or you're going to get an easy two. 1 of 2 there for Cowell. So back they come. Korea trying to figure it out. Down 21 points already. Now Japan goes into a helping zone. See, they're going to trap the wings as the ball comes out there. Doesn't get there because it's picked off. Here's Cowell on the run going coast to coast. Can't finish it off, they foul.
Makuna with the steal and the paint on the defensive end. Charges down the other end of the court. Takes the contact, goes to the line. I mean, this is looking really comfortable for Kyoto Seka. Absolutely running away with this one.
Yeah, they're doing everything that they want to do. You can see Makuna, I didn't notice that brace on her knee yesterday. So perhaps that's why Coach Yamamoto took her out of the game. They inserted that brace on her. Now she's back in, so I hope she's all right. There you see it on that left knee. Short with that. So back comes Korea searching for answers here. Just not giving any space at all. Being forced down on the perimeter right there. That's as close as they can get because there's white shirts all around them. There's a trap on the ball, off the mark, another rebound. Back we go the other way, Cowell. There's up front, number 10, easy finish for Makuna.
Again, it's that combination, Yoshida to Makuna.
And really they're doing it with 4 girls. Cowell was still at the other court.
So what's the defending again? Just look at the movement here.
Yeah. I mean, they're forcing them really beyond the... And look at that. You're forced to take a 3. You want to take the 3 because it's an opportunity, not because you're forced to take the 3. Because there's no other options. Long 3 again. Way off the mark. Nice save there by Makuna. Long lead pass is going to be broken up, but right back into the hands of Yoshida. Oh, beautiful lead pass. Yeah. Knowing exactly where her teammate's going to be.
That's great speed again. Yoshida demonstrating exactly that, going on the blind side of Iwon Jung, getting around her, picking out a teammate. No problems for the number 7.
Well, her head's on a swivel. In other words, she's eyeing the court, she's surveying the court, she's scanning the court.
Yeah, I said that earlier. She plays with her head up. She's always aware. Just have a look as she's taking it down the court. Okay, this time it's a little bit slower, but even at pace, once she starts to step on the gas here, she knows exactly what's going on around her.
Well, 3 is off the mark, first miss we've seen in a while. Cowell, why not? Couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Lee. She's got to rally the troops. They can't let this deficit get any worse. Already down by 26 points. Here comes the screen. Oh my goodness. Throws it away, so another turnover. Korea's gonna have to call a timeout.
They keep getting hurried into it. Here's the earlier one from Yoshida. Always aware. And it's not just about the awareness and the vision, it's making the right decisions. Great basketball IQ that she has. She always makes the right passes. Or more often than not, I should say, Yoshida. I mean, there she goes again.
Yeah. And you know, if you expect Kyoto Sika to ease up, they won't do it. I saw them yesterday, they were up by about 30, 40 points, and they were still playing for the open shot. No, 7 seconds to go.
They'll keep going.
No mercy. Another rebound. And they just keep coming at you and at you and at you. Almost lost it that time. And look, number 5 that time. Okay, I couldn't get through Kanatani. Okay, That's what I mean, they come at you in waves, just one after another.
A bit of a break, a breather here for Yoshida, and Mancho comes on. I mean, yes, Yoshida comes off, and you're thinking, okay, maybe they catch a bit of a break, but then you got the number 8, Kohaku Mancho, who comes on it, and she's in, and there she goes straight into it, getting involved, dropping that down, picking up another double.
Just way too much space in the lanes. Korea not boxing out at all. So we don't want to get out of hand. It is out of hand now. Oh dear, did she walk? No, they didn't call it. So Makuna, great anticipation. That's what we said. She's not just a down low player. She plays the whole court. She's very proud of her game.
Oh, look at that, Ishiwata. Another one of those giant centers that they have. Oh, another block here.
They're going to call a foul, I think. Great effort. I think she's on. Let's see if you see any hands in there.
It's Tani. I'm not sure.
I didn't see any contact.
Well, maybe from this. Oh, this is the earlier block. I mean, right into the left arm of Aya Ishiwata. I didn't really see much in the way of contact there, and perhaps a little bit of sympathy from the officials for Anyang Girls High School.
So, the way I look at 3.5 minutes without scoring. 10-minute quarters, 3.5 minutes. You don't put the ball in the cylinder. Okay, this time, number 4, Sakaguchi. They don't lose much with her in the game. Out top now, number 9, Tani running the offense. Uncharacteristic turnover there. Still 1-on-3. Uh-oh, taking advantage of that spill. Doesn't matter. On the miss. Here they come down the other side. Mancho splitting the defenders in the lane. Follow up, yes.
Yeah, trailing there, Makuna, making sure she picks up anything that drops.
Off balance shot.
That's Makuna again. Offensive board followed by a defensive board. And then back up the court once more to get herself into the paint. There's Mancho.
Another thing we haven't mentioned is that was drilled home, is the fitness of this Japanese team.
I mean, superb conditioning levels.
Yeah, to be able to play at this pace for 40 minutes. I mean, already Korea is frazzled. Calm, nothing doing.
This is just a completely different level, Chuck. I mean, to go all the way into the final and absolutely destroy your opposition.
So you look at that graphic there, 1 of 12 from beyond the arc. I think yesterday against Flinders, Korea was shooting over 50% from beyond the arc.
I mean, you look at the numbers pre-match with the preview, the number 3 for Korea, Kang Joo-ha, she was something like at 41% from beyond the arc. And those numbers will have dipped just in this one match alone as Choi In-kyung is able to put that away.
Well, at this level, at the schoolgirls level, if you can shoot 30-35%, you're doing well. We see already, here's another one. Going to be off the mark this time. Right now, Kyoto Seika, they're shooting nearly 40% from beyond the arc. Another rebound. Just as lopsided as a game could possibly be. Look at this, running the baseline, Mancho. So many weapons coming from so many different directions.
And for a final as well, talk about lopsided, you know, you don't often see finals playing out like this, but you could have had anyone else. They still would have been taken apart by Kyoto Seika because they have been a cut above.
Yes. No, Anyang, they deserve to be here. I think what we're saying is it wouldn't matter. I don't care if it's Flinders, I don't care if it's the Chinese team, it wouldn't matter.
No, Anyang are the best of the rest, and that's exactly what we're trying to say. It could have been anyone else, and still Kyoto Seika would have gotten the job done. And everything, I mean, they've got this almost really professional sort of setup, you know, for lack of a better term. I know these are high school players, but you see it in the warm-ups as well. Everyone with the ball, working on the handling, working on some set plays in the warm-ups, and there's so much communication there. Even during the warm-ups, they're talking to each other. They're calling out plays.
And they, another thing I was watching, they were conducting their warm-ups. There was no coach around.
No.
It was them. They were independently coming out and doing all the work.
So obviously, incredibly well drilled. And there's that discipline.
See, there's no way that they're going to get inside the paint.
No.
You saw number 11 there have to stop. Go on. Because there was just there's no path. Got a three finally. That's gets people shouting a little bit. Now they're only down by 30. 148 to go here in the second quarter. It's been all one-way traffic. You can tell by the score. And really the score not indicative of the beatdown that they are inflicting on Anyang at the moment. Now having a little bit of fun shooting from the perimeter.
Look at the transition here. Okuna getting back quickly straight to Kowell. Comfortable, easy.
Exactly.
Kowell takes it, turns away, puts that down.
Yeah, Kowell's flown underneath the radar because, you know, everybody's talking about Makuna all the time. Kowell's got game herself. Finally,
look at Yoshida, that turn of pace again. This time around, not the best with the pass into Mancho, just behind the run.
And finally, that's the first time they've been able to get in the lane this quarter. So perhaps Japan taking their foot off the gas on the defense, but certainly not the offense. Running it down for another offensive board. Okuna there, easy. Kowell, excuse me. Kowell's having fun out there, man.
Yeah, she's enjoying herself. To be fair, I think they all are. Kowell up to 11, Okuna at 13, Mancho also at 13.
Wide open look for three. So 1, 2, 3. All the Japanese defenders are back there. Now the Koreans just now arriving. Ball three again. Yeah, that's their weapon. That's what they do. So if they're going to get back in this game, except they've got to have stops, right? They can't trade baskets.
Look at that move from Mancho. How quickly she switches it up and then she goes. You think you're there, you think you're in position, and she waits for you. She waits for you to hold your momentum, and then she goes. Turns on the jets. Quick with the hands as well.
It's going to be a very uncomfortable conversation for Anyang when they go, because they're going to have to strategize a way to get stops. Because when you're down by 30 points, there's no way you're going to be able to trade baskets with the team expect to get back in the game. How do we get stops? How do we stop the ball? And that's $1 million question.
I mean, again, we've spoken about this previously as well, Chuck. You know, you can have all the ideas and the strategy saying, oh, you've got to be a little bit more aggressive in those moments. You've got to get a lot tighter, try and keep pace with the transitions. But again, whether they can actually deliver, sometimes you've just got to recognize as well that there is this gulf in class.
Yeah. Well, we both referenced the Mike Tyson quote. Everybody's got a plan until they get hit. Korea has been hit, that is for sure. They trail 53-23 at the half. They're going to have to talk it over and then some. Japan very happy. Plan going as anticipated. So we'll step away. We've got a lot of stuff going on at halftime. We'll be back after the festivities for second quarter action. Second half action.
Too disciplined, too much structure overall, and it's been so tough for Anyang to really get into this. Have a look at the numbers, Chuck. They tell the story.
And to accentuate that, 57% from the floor against Anyang's 26%. Look at the three-point shooting, 43% to 19% for Anyang. Rebounds, lopsided. Assists, lopsided. The only thing that Anyang is leading in is turnovers, and that's the one that you don't want. Okay, let's go down to Edward. He's with some fans on the floor.
You know, the NBA Rising Stars Invitational is about showcasing the next generation of basketball talent, but it's also just about having fun, and there is fun for the whole family here. As you can see, I'm very sorry, I pulled this excited family out of their seats to come and talk to us for a bit. What are your names?
I'm Kelly, this is Sienna, Luca, and Justin over here. Honestly, this is such a great place to bring the family.
I was going to say, how's your day been so far? Have you enjoyed what you've seen?
Absolutely. I mean, the entertainment's been non-stop. The action on the court has been fantastic as well. Sienna's really enjoyed it, haven't you?
You had fun, Sienna?
Yes.
Yeah?
What have you liked so far?
The players.
The players been really, really good.
Players. Did you like the mascot that was just doing all the dancing as well?
Yes.
Was the mascot funny, Luca?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeses all round. You know, we're getting a taste here in Asia, I guess, of what it's like to be at an NBA game with the mascots, with the cheerleaders, with just the general atmosphere. It's great to have it in this region, right?
Honestly, it's just great to be able to showcase what we have here as well in terms of talent, but to import all of that from the US and to get that vibe and that atmosphere, I don't think you get any more special than it does in the NBA. So to see that here in Singapore, it's a fantastic opportunity to treat the kids, but also ourselves.
Absolutely, and there is a fan zone outside. I don't know if you've managed to go out there yet. Have you been to the fan zone, Sienna?
No. Not yet, but we'd like to go out there, right? Because I think it's great to go and meet some of the players and go and see what all the activities are.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
But now it's more action, right?
Yeah.
All right, we got to get back to the action. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Do check out the fan zone a little bit later on, okay? Really fun for the whole family here at the NBA Rising Stars Invitational.
Yep, Edward Russell, man on the court. Thank you very much, Edward, as we get ready for the second half of play. 53-23 as we talked about it, and some things that, well, what can Anyang Girls High School do? They're going to have to get some stops somehow. That means stopping the ball. They cannot let Kyoto Seika just willy-nilly go down the court with no hands in their face, but very, very difficult to do given the fact that they can come at you in waves. They've got so many pieces that they can has at their disposal. So that has been a very big problem for Korea. Let's see what they have talked about at halftime. It can't get much worse, can it, Rashawn?
I would like to say no, but it can as this half goes on. And we touched on the physical conditioning levels that we've seen from Kyoto Seika. I mean, they just finished strong as well, and there's no let-up. You know, they keep you under pressure constantly.
Long three is off the mark again. These low percentage shots. There's another one, and that's more like it because there was no defender on him. And that has been sort of the theme of this game. If they don't have a white shirt on, then they've got a decent chance of making it. But you saw the percentages as well as we did in that first half. Even three-point shooting, Japan is leading Anyang. Three-point shooting is supposed to be Anyang's tour de force. Hasn't worked out that way today. Offensive board, back up and in. Sakaguchi, she's attacked him, by the way.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, she goes after her own shot. No waiting, watching. She's switched on straight away, anticipating that it might come back down. Picks it up, gets the reward for that.
That's the second time that's happened with the play from Korea breaking the wrong way. So two silly turnovers. Just accentuating the Japanese team has got, or the Kyoto Seika has got inside Anyang's head. That's where they're living rent-free at the moment.
Yeah, certainly are. Again, I mean, that's too easy. Far too much time and space from Mika Sakaguchi. It's a simple step away, and then they just drop off, opening up the opportunity for that triple.
Yeah, what caused that? That was a terrific pick that was thrown by number 5, Kanatani. So opening up that shot, much easier to hit a shot if there's nobody in your face, no hands in your face. That's exactly what Japan is taking advantage of right now. The reluctance of Anyang to go out on the shooters, because if they do, they're afraid that that'll open up spaces on the inside. So sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, that's the variation in the offense that I'm talking about. They've got the ability to hurt you from everywhere, which makes it so difficult to defend.
The worry sketched on the faces of these Anyang high school girls. They have fallen behind by 31. A lot of game to go. Well, that's the good news, I guess, if you're Anyang. You've got an entire half to turn it around. The bad news is, where are you going to get your stop? How are you going to stop the ball?
Yeah. And more trouble for them now. A double post. Cowell on court as well, alongside Mukuna.
Yeah, they're going with a high-low at the moment. You can see Mukuna drawing the double team. If she's double teamed, that means somebody's free. And Yoshida will find a long three again. It's going to be off the mark. Punched around. Cowell coming up with a rebound. They'll reset. Downstairs. Easy two. You know, it's almost like pick your poison.
Yeah.
We're going to beat you. How do you want to be beat? Way off the mark that time. Well, taking nothing away from Anyang, as we said 3 times and 4 times already, they deserve to be here. It's just that this Kyoto Seika team is that much better than any of the opposition. No shame in that. No shame.
No, there isn't. I think on the individual level, they've dominated, and then obviously as a team as well, they've got a clean structure, so well coached. You know, Mukuna pops out with the cut outside the paint, and then you get a dash inside, a cut inside there. And, you know, there's a great understanding between these players.
Ishiwatari sneaks in there, and Korea, again, guilty of ball watching. Show and go move, knocked away, not in my house. Rebound taken by Sakaguchi. Ishida blitzing it down the court again. Off-balance shot, nice job there by Mukuna, waiting for the contact and still getting the shot off. Had she made that, it would have been a 3-point opportunity. Always thinking about scoring more. I mean, they're not looking at the scoreboard at all, Sean.
How do you look to get past that? I mean, even when you get into the paint, you got someone like Kawel in your face. It's demoralizing at times because you're trying as hard as you possibly can. And there's no criticism of Anyang Girls High School. They are giving it as good as they absolutely can here, but they just come up against really superior opposition, and physically, it's difficult to match up.
Yeah, that's the thing about these round robins. You play teams that you can execute your normal game plan, and then you run into somebody where none of it works. So that's the position they're in right now.
That's another block, Kawel. I mean, it's a block party here.
They go pushing it. Wide open look from Freesville. Rattles in and out. Offensive board knocked away. Good job by Korea there in the interior defense. Now they're trying to push it on their own. A good job by Kawel, staying with her, keeping that body right in front of her, and that's the result.
Yeah.
Their offense is predicated by their defense.
Yeah.
And most good teams will tell you that. You know, we turn defense into offense.
Yeah, I said that earlier. That strong defense is giving them that platform to go and hurt Anyang on the offense. And they're crowding them out, closing down the channels, closing down the spaces, no way through. And when they do get into positions where they fire a shot away outside the arc, again, it's not an easy one. It's not because they've built that. It's because they're being rushed into those shots.
Well, we saw Kawel guarding on the perimeter last time. Usually we think the taller girls would be down low. That's where they're more comfortable. Not so, right? But both number 10, Mukuna, number 13, Kawel, they can guard the perimeter and the inside. How do you deal with that? An open-ended question there. I didn't mean for you to answer it, Rashawn.
No, you can't. Chuck, there's no answer. I've got no answer here. I mean, even with what number 7, Lee Won-jung is trying to do to make something happen with those dribble drives into the paint, she's being tracked by Kawel, and normally in those moments you think the smaller player has got that little bit of advantage with the footwork and the speed, but Kawel, look at her keeping her distance here. You know, she's not getting drawn in, she's not getting too close. That's a good bounce pass, nice bit of creativity. So that could be something that they look to try and do. But Kawel just sticking close to Lee Won-jung.
Yeah, well, that was Makuna's fault that time. She got caught ball watching and went back door on her. Pass inside again. They'll reset. 3 off the mark. Nice job on the rotation there by Japan. Moncho running the offense now. Switches to the right hand, up and in, and 1. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's an acceptance here as well from the head coach, Kim Han-kyo, because she's actually having a chat with Lee Won-jung. The moment she committed the foul, not in a position to pick up the rebound. Mukuna was there early, got to it first, took the contact, and Lee Won-jung just basically had a look at the coach, and they both had a smile on their faces and said, you know, what can you do? What can you do?
It's just business as usual. You can look at the Japanese team, you can look at Kyoto Seika, and they're not getting too up about it. They score a bucket. Yeah, so what? Okay, back to business. Again, they have no idea. I bet you they have no idea what the score is.
There's no off switch here, Chuck. You know, there's no let's take a breather. Let's give it a bit of a break. It's full throttle all the way.
What was also helped them is when they went to the double post. That just made things even more ugly for Anyang. Reverse Yet another way. Trying to spread out the offense, just to try and find some sort of space. And you can see Coel, she's way out on the perimeter again. And nobody wants to challenge her because of her lateral movement is so good. She can cut off the angle, despite her size.
As Makuna, again, dominating here to Joe.
She can do that with her eyes closed.
Yeah.
So 4-10. We would like to be talking more about Anyang. There's something right there, but to be honest with you, it's just we're just amazed by the play this Kyoto Seiko team.
Look at that.
Things that they can do wide open. I mean, not a red shirt in the vicinity, and they'll give them the threes right now. Maybe they come to that decision. If they're going to beat us, they're going to have to beat us from out there.
I mean, I think if I'm looking at nitpicking here, Mancho should have put that away. Wide open. Well, not wide open. She does well under pressure there to drop that down.
Yeah. It wasn't really covered. I think Japan is sort of eschewing that. 3:23 to go here in the closing stages of the third quarter. Finals of the Rising Star Invitational. Game one, we got the boys coming up next. Don't go away. Gonna go last this time. Offensive board. Can't stick it. Who's there? Coel. Coel's having herself a nice game.
47 rebounds to 18.
Yeah, that's unheard of. Again, long three. You know, they would have to hit every single three from here to the end of the game to even have a chance of a chance. Nice little runner.
I mean, even from Anyang's perspective, they're taking pretty good care of possession. You know, just the 12 turnovers for them, which is all right. Chuck, you know, with the way things have gone, when you look at Kyoto Seika as well, they've put in 10 turnovers, so not too much of a difference in that regard.
Yeah.
But just in those moments, not being able to find those baskets and losing out with the rebounds.
Well, every other stat was lopsided, though,
yeah.
except for the turnovers. I mean, you mentioned just the rebounds, the shooting percentage,
yeah.
Free throws even. I mean, well, what few times Anyang has gone to the free throw line. They haven't had much of an opportunity there because Japan doesn't need to foul. So 2:10 to go in this third quarter. Rashawn Wright, Chuck Schreiner hanging out with you for the rest of this game, and we'll have another game after this, the Korea Yongsan High School. They will be going against Sing Hao, who had that bruising match yesterday with Berwick. I wonder if that took anything out of them, but that's a discussion for another time. Right now, we are just marveling at this terrific team from Kyoto that we're seeing right now that is really, really having a lot of fun at the expense of Anyang. It's great to see a team like Kyoto Seika that loves to play the game. I mean, they just literally love to be out on the court. This is their playground.
Well, it's quick, it's creative. Look at the set offenses that they've shown throughout this tournament, this competition. The ability to switch it up and change it up.
Yeah, and that was even after tripping over, looked like her own teammate's shoe on the dribble drive. Three is off the mark. There's a save. And look at Makana outside now. Look at her guarding the perimeter. Look at her cut off the angle. Runner straight into Coel. That's great. That's a great job. Knowing that Coel was there to protect her.
Here's a look at Mancho.
Yeah, well, didn't step on anybody, just sort of tripped over her own feet there, but kept her balance.
Yeah.
Kept going forward. And remember, this Kyoto team put 109 points on the board the other day against Malaysia. So they've already got 82. We are not even into the fourth quarter yet.
Yeah, good chance they're going to get there again. Absolutely. With the way it's going, Chuck. And in a final as well.
Coel with the block. I'm really happy for Coel because she's sort of, in this tournament, at least living in the shadow of Makuna. I mean, everybody's been talking about Yoshida Makuna. Well, Coel has a lot of talent. If it was for Makuna, she would be starting on this team. She could start for any of the teams in this tournament.
I mean, 16 points, 18 rebounds for Coel.
And I'm thinking probably Coach Yamamoto wanted to give her a moment to shine as well on the big stage. She's responded. Lee can't knock that down. So less than a minute, the countdown to the end of the third quarter. Then we'll have only 10 minutes to go. Oh, nice lead pass. Kick back outside. Coel, one-handed runner. That'll be off the mark. That will go to Anyang. It's one of the few times we've seen that tandem be unsuccessful. The tandem of Makuna and Coel. Kong sort of, she had a hot start. Remember at the beginning when it was tied, I think, at 8. But it's been all downhill since then. She really hasn't been a factor. She's not alone. There's a nice cut, but ball turned over once again. Oh, my goodness, getting away with it, and one. Coming out of the pack, out of nowhere. Sakaguchi. Look at this. How in the world did she come up with that?
A quick pass and glides in comfortably. Open lane essentially for her to get to the basket.
I mean, that's just focus. You talk about focus, single-mindedness, knowing where the ball is, knowing where the opponents are, knowing where your teammates are.
Chuck, you touched on Kang earlier, and we've seen her. We spoke about her numbers from beyond the arc, and she hasn't had much joy in this matchup. She's had one attempt from outside the arc, just the one, and she's quite high volume in those positions.
Absolutely. Well, yesterday against Flinders, they were queuing up.
Yeah.
They had a player in every single position around the perimeter, and they were just sticking it every time they got the ball. Flinders didn't know what hit them. Yeah, see? Even the inbounds. Mancho's everywhere. She is everywhere. So that'll do it. 3 in the books. 85-36, and the beat goes on for Kyoto Seika. They are pounding Anyang Girls High School and look set to win this trophy. All right, one more quarter to go. We'll be right back after that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready to enter the fourth quarter. We've got a mismatch right here. This wonderful team from Japan, Kyoto Seika, taking it to Anyang Girls High School by a score of 85-36. It has been pretty much one-way traffic since the 2 or 3 minutes going into this game. No let up from this team at all. It is business as usual as they bow to come out on the court. Don't let that fool you. They are surgeons with the ball. On the other side, you have Anyang Girls High School. They haven't been able to execute their game plan at all. Most of that is predicated from hitting shots from long range. They've had white shirts all around them, pressuring them at every point. They turned the ball over too many times, and that's pretty. Their defense is just not able to hold back this very, very special Kyoto Seika team. Sounding like broken records at this point, Sean.
I mean, that's exactly how this matchup has gone. It's been about as one-sided as it could possibly get.
Look at the pressure on Lee. Had to shoot, throw up a wild shot outlet. Lee's right there, ball's on the floor.
I mean, look at the fight still from Kyoto Seika, diving to the floor, battling for possession.
Yeah, they will not, as we said before, they'll hang 100 on you, they don't care. It's not in their vocabulary. They're gonna play to the bell. Back rim, offensive board. Yoshida, looking pass, foul.
And great to see Chirima come on as well. She's going to get a few minutes here. Hasn't featured prior to appearance in this fourth quarter. The number 1 for Kyoto Seika.
So that will send Mukuna to the line for 2, where she has been a mainstay throughout this tournament. Pretty much the only way you can stop her, really. Well, okay, it's not a shooting foul. They're going to inbound it. Sakaguchi rotating to the right. Show and go move. Same result.
Chidima gets on the board.
Yeah, we saw her a little bit the other day, not much, but
wealth of talent. I mean, Tsuneyoshi Yamamoto, he's got plenty to work with, but he's done a great job putting them together and getting them disorganized and making sure that he's able to deliver. I mean, with the talent that's been given to you, that also comes that pressure. You know, you've got to get the results, and that's exactly what he's doing. And not just the results, I think the way they get the results, they play some amazing basketball. There's Yoshida again, drives off the baseline there and puts that one away.
Clara Felix looked real strong on that last play down at the other, and she got the rebound and calmly passed it back when the pressure started coming towards her. So every one of these girls, I don't care how deep they are on the bench, they know how to play Kyoto Sika basketball. There she is again with the rebound. Shida lining it up.
Wide open. I mean, Park was there, but even she didn't want to step out and try and stop this. It's
no,
it's gone now. I mean, you can see the body language as well.
They're not going to come out on the shooters. That's not going to happen.
And that's the problem, though, that they can hurt you with that. I mean, wide open 3 for Yoshida.
Like we said, I mean, pick your poison.
Yeah.
I guess they'd rather have them knock down the threes than, you know, the dribble penetrate. Oh yes, right from over. So a little moment. That'll only be a 2. I guess her foot was on the line. That was Park, the second bucket of the game. Back rimmed, 1 and out. Back come Anyang, stolen away. Yoshida has numbers on her right. She'll slow it up. Good job retreating by Anyang. Cross-court pass into the hands of Moncho. Moncho looking for the screen. Gets it, goes to the left hand. Sealed off. Good job by Anyang so far on defense. Long shot by number 7. Yoshida's off the mark. Cleaned up.
I'll tell you what, Chaka, I'm glad that we don't have the running game clock at this stage of the competition, the semi-finals and the final, because I'm enjoying having an extended look, so to speak, at Kyoto Seka.
Yeah, I'm not even looking to score, really, at this point. Look at that helping zone. They're trapping the ball. Nice job by Lee to get a shot off. Nice and patient by Mukuna. Getting the ball inside again. Kick back outside. Long 3 is going to be off the mark by Sakaguchi. The follow. Picked up again by Mukuna. Overloads on the right-hand side. Let's see if they rotate it back over there. Look at Clara Felix way out on the perimeter. Now she goes home. Long 3, jacked up again. It's going to go over the standard, so 1 and out. Ball in the hands of Kyoto Seka again. 5:34 to go. What magnificent champions they are. Moncho goes to the bench. Yoshida, I think, has played almost every minute. A couple of minutes maybe she took off. She doesn't want to come out of the game. Long lead pass. Wide open look from the corner. Number 9, Tani.
As we come up to the century mark here for Kyoto Seka, I think what's going to be interesting is to see if they can score more than the 109 they did against Hinhua High School in the group.
Like I said, I don't even think they're looking at the scoreboard.
No,
I think that, you know,
just focus on what they got to do.
For the whole 40 minutes. Oh, nice look downstairs. But look, no time. Once she got the ball, no time to do anything with it. Almost walked. Wide open look again. Can she hit 2 in a row? 1 and out. Back comes Anyang.
You know, Yoshida had an interview in after one of the group matches, and she was asked whether did they expect it to be as comfortable as it was, and she was actually taken aback by that question. She actually responded to say, no, that's not something we think about at all. We're focused on our performances, and that says a lot, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It also sort of projects an attitude that, you know, they respect every opponent that comes up against them, and they're not sitting there, you know, the scoreboard watching. I haven't seen one girl take a gaze up to the scoreboard yet.
I mean, the attitude has been incredible all this tournament. It's so easy in these situations late on in the fourth quarter to just sit off and say, you know what, we'll have a bit of sympathy, but no. I've used this word a lot, ruthless.
Yeah. Surgeon. Yeah, you use ruthless, I use surgeons. They are, and that's what they are. I mean, they make no apologies for it. You know, the clock says 3 minutes 42. We are playing for 3 minutes 42 seconds. It's almost like to do anything less would be disrespecting the game.
Disrespecting the game, disrespecting themselves. They will see it as letting themselves down. And I actually wonder if we'll get a smile from Tsunayoshi Yamamoto at the end of this. You know, they obviously headed towards the championship, towards the title. I haven't really seen him express any sort of joyful emotion.
He's spent the whole time leaning up against the placard there. I don't think I think I saw him move his lips one time. So Yoshida, she is glued to that spot, isn't she? Number 9, Tani. 1 for 3 since she's come in. Long lead pass.
Yeah, nice positive moment there for Onyang. I mean, with that pass from Lee, great vision, and to execute as well. To pick up Huang.
Just the absolute joy on these girls' faces as they play the game that they love. Look at that overload on the right-hand side. They're not finished yet. They're not finished yet. Unlucky there. Phoenix couldn't corral the entry pass. Lee. Catch and shoot from 3 is no good by Wong. They're not even, Onyang's not even, when they get the ball, they're immediately letting them loose. They're just so cognizant of white shirts around. Well, if I size it up, they're going to be on top of me.
Great camera shot there of Tsunayoshi Yamamoto speaking to both players, Shidima and Tani, who've come off, and he's still got words of advice for them. As this to say, I wasn't too happy with this needs to be done a little bit better. I mean, it's just that pursuit of excellence.
Ball again, back rim, rising. But I lost track. I don't know how many points she has. I don't really care. Just a joy to be watching her operate. All aspects of her game just excellent. Long 3 attempt is off the mark. Yoshida, look at that.
Yeah, if you want off the elbow there, doesn't even need to jump.
Just Yoshida finding her, even at this juncture in the game. See what their heads up on a swivel. Long 3 is going to be off the mark. Look at Yoshida, survey the court. Takes it all away. Knocked away. Good hustle. Manshow. Yoshida. Sakaguchi with the attempt. In between the trees. There she is again. Another board, yes. Kuna. With 46 and change to go, 109 to 40. Well, that ties their high point total for the game against Malaysia.
Still time for them to get past that, 109.
Lee. Stopping. Rotation. Catch and shoot. Again, just no time. Yoshida. Almost lost it. Back to Sakaguchi. To Manshow. Caught there on the sidelines. See if that was a foul. Might be a blocking foul by Kong. Some kind of sportsmanship. She made sure she was okay.
I don't know if you remember, Chuck, one of the matches that we did with the Kyoto Seika, there was like 3 seconds left on the clock and they still ran a play.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah. Yeah, it even surprised me, but that's what they're doing now.
Yeah.
They're not done. They want to keep playing. Look at backup jumper. Look at this. Man show. Take that last 3. Too bad. Well, there it is. Very anticlimactic since midway through the first quarter. 109-40. Kyoto Seika, very, very worthy winner. Anyang Girls High School put their best effort up. It just wasn't enough. They were outclassed, out-hustled. We'll look at the stats in a little bit and everything will bear that out, but nothing to be ashamed of. However, team of the hour right now, Kyoto Seika, and just about everybody on that roster you can put a superlative mark next to. I don't care who you're talking about. Felix coming in with about 8 minutes to go, doing her best, getting a couple buckets, getting some key rebounds, at least at that juncture of the game. Of course, what we predicated at the beginning of the game, Rashawn, the play of Yoshida and Mukana, they did not disappoint, making